Oh! Wow!
Holy crap.
It's like a bomb went off. We got like 5 boxes of printer paper, and we're gonna shoot the 50 BMG and an elephant gun through them. Totally made the camera do a backflip. My ears are ringing. You guys, this is such a cool, I just love the innovation in the industry. We got a 50 BMG upper on an AR-15 lower, AR-15 buttstock here. And so you can get in, like, this is probably the cheapest way you're gonna get into a 50 BMG and like have a good quality firearm. This is using a Lothar Walther barrel. I mean, we're gonna test some accuracy here, but should be a shooter with that. Anyway, we're excited for it. What I'm trying now is I posted this on Twitter and on Instagram. Follow me on Backfire Jim on both of those platforms. Backfire Jim on Twitter and on Instagram. We got like 5 reams of paper. And I said, if anybody can guess exactly how many pieces of paper the 50 BMG goes through, you get the thing, you know, what we can't say on YouTube. We're also gonna shoot some AR-500 and some water jugs, see what they can do. I'm curious if the elephant gun or the 50 BMG goes through more, because look at the ballistics here. The 50 BMG is shooting a crazy 660 grain bullet. It's doing it faster, but man, I mean, the elephant gun is meant to penetrate. And so I am gonna be interested to see which one penetrates more paper, more pages. We're gonna do that in a second. First, we gotta get this thing sighted in, and let's just try for shots here. It's not chambering this Hornady load. I guess it's a little bit long. I know this is a mil-spec chamber. I wonder if Hornady's doing something different. Hope it chambers this, or we're kind of sunk here. So this is the PMC, which is hopefully be a good thing because I have more of this stuff. Okay, shooting. Whoa, the camera did a backflip off there. Is it still, holy cow. Just the blast from the muzzle brake totally made the camera do a backflip. My ears are ringing. Oh, okay, here we go. Shot number 2. We just shot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots, and the barrel is like barely warm. That's wild. How is that possible? Each one of these has like, is it 260 grains of powder?
Something crazy like that.
I don't know how that's possible. And we're gonna try to shoot a group. I can tell you right now that I'm gonna have a heck of a time creating a fair review of how honest this thing is, because it is hard not to flinch with that thing. The kick honestly is not that bad, but just the concussion. I mean, there's just so much force coming out of that thing. It is hard not to jump. And we're shooting 3 days a week. Like, I don't flinch. That thing will make me flinch. We got milk jugs set up, but this is the big one. We're gonna shoot the paper. So in each box is 1,500 sheets, and we got 4 boxes here. 6,000, my math teacher in elementary school would be proud. Anyway, we're gonna see how far we go. I'm saying 2 boxes. I'm saying 3,000 sheets is what this thing's going through. What were you saying, Garrett?
I don't know.
1,500?
I don't know if it'll go through one, but as I'm looking at it, I'm like,
I mean, paper is dense, but 1,500 is gonna blow through that. I'm gonna shoot the water jugs first, then the boxes. Wow!
holy crap.
It's like a bomb went off. That is wild. How many jugs is that? I don't even know.
I think that's only 5? Well,
1 label, 2 labels, 3 labels, 4 labels, 5, 6. 6. Went through 6 jugs. And look at this, the concussion. I mean, it shot water like 50 feet out here and knocked over some of this stuff. Crazy. All right, now we're to the elephant gun on the jugs, then we're getting to the paper. I really want to see how many pages. So this is a 416 Ruger. This is the cheapest elephant gun you can buy. This is the Ruger guide gun, and I'm actually really happy with it. This is chambered in 416 Ruger. It's shooting a 400 grain DGX bonded bullet, but it's only shooting it at 2,400 feet per second compared to the 50 BMG that's 200 grains heavier and 400 grains faster than this. And again, of course, we took off the muzzle brake. This is my 40th birthday. We're not doing sissy stuff, but I don't want to Ron Spomer myself. You guys saw that video where he got knocked over. That was awesome. Ron's the best. All right, here we go. 66 foot-pounds of recoil. Let's go. Yeah, that's like a baseball bat to the shoulder. I freaking love it. Controlled round feet on this. Let's see how many. Oh, that was the most recoil I have ever felt. 50 BMG got 6. This gets 1, 2, 3, and 4. There is no.
Looks like it took the top off of this one.
Oh, yep, 5. Yeah, and then it just exits. So we don't really know how many it really would go through. But 5 is where it went out of the bullet path. Garrett's gonna do the honors on the paper. The concussion is wild.
Dang. It doesn't kick that hard, but gosh dang, it's freaking loud.
Wow. 1 perfect hit. Went through the second box and into the third, but not the fourth. We'll do the official sheet and pull out that 660 grain bullet. But first, let's shoot it with the elephant gun. Then we'll get the official paper count. Oh! 1 box. 2 box. Look at that hole. The elephant gun compared to the 50 BMG. Ah, but the elephant gun does not penetrate to box number 3. Okay, we're gonna count the pages.
Okay, so the 50 BMG went all the way through box number 1, all the way through box number 2. This is the exit hole for the 50 right there. It went through all the way through the first ring, 500 sheets. There's the exit. It stopped in ream number 2 of box number 3. This count right here is 485 sheets of paper, which means the official count for the 50 BMG, it went through 3,980 sheets of paper. That's like double what I thought. So onto the elephant gun. Okay, official count for the elephant gun / 416 Ruger went all the way through box number 1. Did not finish penetrating box number 2. This is actually the bullet and a couple of fragments. That is from the 50 BMG. It went through the first ring, but not all the way. It stopped right here. This is the penetration from the 50 BMG. Right here is where it stopped with the 416. But it went through all of these pieces of paper first. That count right there is 423, which means the total count for the 416 Ruger, 1,923 sheets of paper. Half as much as the 50 BMG. Let's go shoot some steel now.
Interestingly, it kind of took 2 checks. So that on the upper, if you get the upper sent to you, you have to go through an FFL just on the upper. I need to look into the details of why exactly that is, because normally that's not the case. But you can see here how it works. It kind of makes sense now that I see it. This is a regular AR-15 lower. They added this piece just to cover the mag well, because obviously you're not fitting a 50 BMG bullet into that magazine. So it's a single shot on each of these. obviously not putting a bullet in there. But it's genius to use that lower right there. So you can take just a regular AR-15 that you have, the lower, trigger, everything, buttstock, grip, and just put this upper on there, and you are set to go. I'd probably change something in the buffer tube a little bit, get it a little bit different as a spring. We got a 3/8 inch AR-550 plate of steel up there that, you know, should be okay for a center fire bullet at 200. I do want to see what a 50 BMG does anything to it. This scope, by the way, is from Discovery Optics. This is their EDPRS 5-25. I wasn't sure really what to expect from Discovery Optics, never heard of them. But they stopped me at SHOT Show and it's like, come on, you got to try it. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll try it. And I'm actually extremely impressed with this thing. Not only that it can take the 50 BMG, but listen to this. I don't know if you can hear, but it sounds like a Swiss watch. Sounds so good. The turrets, they're huge. I love that you can just use a piece of brass. You don't have to do tiny little Allen keys. Glass is pretty good for the price point. Like, I'm actually extremely impressed with this scope because it has exceeded my expectations by quite a lot. Woo! Hear the ding. It's more like gong. Looks like it did dimple the steel, but it's mostly unscathed. Oh, look at all the paint that it shot off of it. You can even see it on the back, but it didn't blow through it. The Big Kahuna Raptor 50. What a cool innovation. I mean, to build it on an AR-15, so, you know, you already got your background check on your, just get a cheap lower. Then you get just this upper and put it on there. You got a 50 BMG with a Lothar Walther barrel. I mean, that's what the firearms industry is about. That is cool innovation.